the chicks is thicker. Reppin' for the team, that's the pinche Houston sippers. She don't want your liquor, she don't want your chipper. She poppin' for a legend, that's a real masa flipper. This is for la raza, this is for la raza. I'm in my trap, casa whipping up the damn masa.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the What Did He Said podcast. I am Chingo Bling with the Big Tamarindo. I have my co-host
Marisol,
producer Rob. He ain't got a mic, but he's back there holding it down. And today we have our special guest representing the tropical bass scene in the H-Town, Puro Pinche Cumbia, Bombon. We have a couple members of Bombon.
Air horn.
We have a Gracie Chavez in the building.
DJ Akbad, aka Pupusa Papi in the building.
hey,
Okay, DJ Chifladito.
Malito vibes all day.
Malito Vibes. And gotta give a shout out to Eighth Wonder. This right here is Brew GK. And if you haven't heard, we are throwing a shindig over at Eighth Wonder Brewery. So all surrounding areas, man, if you could fly here, crawl here, run here, get here, we will see you Cinco de Mayo. It's a daytime party and it's puro pinche malito vibes.
yes,
Puro party, pura cumbia. And we're going to drop that Tortillana world premiere.
Coming soon.
We're dropping that Tortillana world premiere.
All day Ray Fresco
I'll drink
in
to
the
that.
mix.
And let's hit them with a little sneak peek, man. You know, we got music this week. And all 5 shows in Corpus Christi this weekend sold out. Gracias a Dios. Thank you, Corpitos. I'm going to bring my Selena cups. I'm going to have those for sale, too.
I swear when I posted them, people were DMing me like, "Are you willing to sell them? There's no stripes where I'm from." I'm like, "No, I'm not willing to sell them."
Sure, they're selling them for.
Bye, 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 bye.
Sa. Okay. Okay. Chingo de Mayo. Yando pedo. Shout out to Eighth Wonder. All my ladies, drop it low. Sas. Malito vibes. Chiflada vibes. Ooh, I like that reggaeton breakdown right there.
Dale.
Perreo vibes. Sad funny.
Start twerking.
Man, that's a clean ass mix.
Yeah.
To OG DJ Las one time.
Right?
Yeah.
Sabrosura, he represented that MIA.
Yeah,
that
305.
For sure, man. So tell us how this track came about.
Well, we've been working on a new EP release with All Day Ray. He's one of our lead producers for Bombon Music, our label. And he just teamed up with one of his homies out in Austin. He's a DJ producer, Fresco.
Okay.
He's from South Texas, and they've been working on some stuff.
Oh, wait. Fresco from South Texas.
Yeah, he's
that
from
sounds
Brownsville.
familiar.
He's from Brownsville. Browntown, that's where
Fresco.
I'm from, too. Well,
That's where you from?
born, but, you know,
How long? But like you came to the H. How old were you?
my parents were living here. And then my mom got pregnant. My grandmother passed away. They went down to help out for a little bit, and then they came back. I think I was probably 4 when I came back. But
Oh, okay. So you're pretty much a Houstonian.
yeah, I'm Houstonian. Yeah.
What part of
Basically.
Brownsville? Southmost?
I don't even know.
So you really can't claim it, Gracie. I don't
but,
know.
I mean, that's where I was born. So
Yeah.
You know what I
Did
mean?
you have like a piece of the walls, like a souvenir?
No, hombre.
Yo, so we're honored to have y'all, man. To have y'all be a part of the shindig, and y'all are the first act that we are unveiling.
Dropping. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't told people who all exactly is gonna be there. I'm just gonna be like the mayor of Chingo de Mayo. I'm just gonna be like the host. I'm not trying to do too much, pull a hamstring, you know. The day before, I'm gonna be performing for the Dynamo, so I'm.
yeah.
But on Chingo de Mayo,
Yeah, but if we have tortillana left, I mean, ready. You
I'm
know?
ready to drop it. I'm ready to do that. I already got half my verse written, so we're gonna get a Bombon X Chingo Bling. It's gonna be called Tortillana.
Hey, coming soon.
And I'm gonna have to rap really off beat because that's what that dude does on the original.
Hey, but you gotta learn the dance, or you gotta do your own though. What's gonna be the dance? That's the real question.
Point the mic towards you, dog. Let me see it. You sound like you finna demonstrate.
Can't do it.
Tortillana. Hell yeah. Tortillana. De fajitas. So,
When did they start using that as a name?
drop down Tortillana.
I can already see it. I can already
Right?
see it. Yeah.
Heat it up.
We're gonna need backup dancers. Like
Right?
Chingo de Mayo.
There you go. I'll do
You
it.
know?
Heat it
I'm
up.
down.
Now grill that thing down.
Hey.
Hashtag Tortillana in the comment section. You know what I mean?
Tortillana.
Yeah, so Cinco de Mayo is right around the corner. Like I said, shout out to Eighth Wonder. So y'all have a couple other EPs out, right? Or is there at least one other?
Yeah, this will be our first one for 2019. I think probably the one we're most known for, or the series of EPs releases, are our Scrumbia EPs. So those we released over the last like 2 years.
That's right.
So Principe Q is like the lead producer on that
Savani.
one as well. And honestly, everywhere I go, like outside of the state of Texas, it's like, what the, you know?
Yes.
And it's like, basically, for those that don't know, it's like cumbias rebajadas, which is like, you know, it's already slowed down,
Like
right?
Monterrey style a little bit?
Right. And so, I mean, we just added our own Houston twist to it. You know, we screwed it down, so we called it Scrumbia.
That's dope.
For sure. We're gonna sneak peek. Today I had this idea. I want to make a Apple Music playlist. I haven't gone through all the steps to figure it out, but we want to get like, I noticed there's not like a tropical bass like playlist. There's like some cumbia playlists, but obviously cumbia is everywhere from Peru to Colombia to Mexico to, I mean, now it's like, you know, dusty, everything's getting remixed.
Yeah.
But there's not like a tropical bass one. So maybe you throw some of that Scrumbia on there.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, shout out to Savani.
But yeah, and we also did an album, a compilation with Peligrosa a few years ago.
What's the name of that?
It was a Bombon and times Peligrosa, or, you know, so it was just
Keeping
a
it simple.
self-titled. Yeah.
How's OG Bobby Trill doing?
You know, he's holding it down in the LA, you know. He's
We're going to be in LA in June.
Really? Y'all should hit him up for the barbecue.
For sure.
Yeah, to
Will he be barbecuing out there?
Of course.
No shit.
You know, and his like dad fit.
Oh, that was on fleek.
Dad
Yeah.
fit is on fleek.
Yeah. He and I, we did a couple tracks too.
Yeah.
I haven't performed any of those in a long time. I've been fucking around with this comedy shit. But I've been going back, you know, trying to get ready for the Dynamo stuff. So do y'all hit up Eighth Wonder? Y'all ever go up there? And
Oh, for sure.
A lot of
One my favorite
Absolutely.
spots, for sure.
We performed out there before, a couple of crawfish fests, and
Their crawfish fest is coming up, right? At the end of this month?
yeah, and you know,
Or
they've
April,
got
I'm sorry.
Crawfish and Brews has been happening there for the last few years. We've also just, you know, performed there many different variations of events and times.
And now
Yeah,
you're doing
my
Chingo de
best
Mayo.
memory with Gracie there was getting people to do the Carnavalito at Eighth Wonder.
Oh my god,
That was the best.
so much fun.
Yep.
Yeah, we did
Did
it.
y'all have a video of that?
I do. We have it on
do
the
have the
Bombon
video?
page.
Oh, that's
We'll
dope.
put it up
Right.
and show y'all, yeah.
the what? The
Carnavalito.
What is that?
No, hombre.
What is that? Like
Yeah.
Okay. Like some wedding shit?
Sort of, yeah.
Some quinceañera shit.
You might have to play it just so I know exactly which one you're talking about.
You don't have it, do you?
I don't actually. I would have to pull it up. You know.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
No,
that's
Bro, my
that's what you used
to do. No.
So what is Carnavalito? Who sings this?
King Africa. That's the
Yeah. Where they like go like this?
Yeah, there you go.
So we had people at Eighth Wonder doing that.
Yeah.
It was a diverse crowd, so y'all had to like teach.
That's
Yeah, we're going like opposite
dope.
directions.
Oh.
That's hilarious. Oh, that would have been fun to
That
watch.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, we love
And
it.
that and alcohol mixed together.
Oh, yeah.
That must have been a blast. Yeah. I hope you got video of that.
Yeah, we do. It's on the Bombon.
I gotta watch
I have
that.
to pull it up.
Shout out the Bombon page.
Yes.
What is it?
At Bombon, Texas.
Okay.
On Instagram.
On Instagram. On the IG. That's what's up.
Damn. Okay. I see y'all.
So I want to thank y'all for letting me DJ a couple times
Oh,
at
shit.
y'all's events.
That's true.
What was the name of the
true.
spot?
Fox Hollow.
Yeah, Fox Hollow.
Yeah.
And then y'all had another event. Oh no, it was only Fox Hollow off
Yeah.
of Washington, right?
And then I think Chingo like held it down for a remezcla party one time. One time.
Where at?
Blow your mind. Over in the East End somewhere. It was at a warehouse.
Okay. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was like super like last minute.
I was like, I'm gonna leave it to the pros.
Yeah.
A
I
little
came
rusty.
in for the save. at the
Yeah,
end.
I was showing him. Yeah, thank you. I was showing him a couple of my little beats and stuff. I was cooking up
Nice.
little Baby Shark cumbia remix and stuff like that.
They coming.
They already made it. They made it into a banda. Baby
Oh,
Shark.
really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That I need to hear.
Yeah.
Tiburon, dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, the
dun.
guys are dressed like, yeah.
Tiburon.
It's like crazy.
And then you go into se lo llevó el tiburón.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Hey, consider it.
Oh my god.
I'm sure somebody. That's actually pretty.
Yeah, that's what I'm
that's
saying.
a good
Consider
idea.
it.
For sure.
Y'all just thought about it right now. Y'all should probably put it out before someone else does.
Because
Work on it tonight.
Yo, Those Delincuentes has a remix to that, but it's a Jersey Club remix, not
Yeah.
a. Not
to Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout out to man. You know what? I am able to say that Zeus and Quality are not gonna be able to make it.
Oh,
You
shit.
know.
Okay.
I told them next year for sure.
Man.
It's a must.
They're busy going viral right now.
Yeah,
Oh
they
yeah,
are.
that's very.
And you know what's
true.
You know what's crazy is that like a lot of the people that are on the lineup, like I've worked with on many different occasions and different capacities, and they've actually produced a lot of my stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
We just did a Texas tour with them. Was it in 2018?
Yeah, around December.
2017. Sorry, 2017.
True.
What cities?
We did Dallas, Houston. No, that was
That's
it.
it. It was like really
a short trip
yeah,
for
very
Red
short.
Bull. Yeah.
Oh,
Red Bull Music
Did they
Academy,
like
yeah.
Texas?
I think it was their first time in Texas. No. I'm wrong. They were at South by.
They were at South by, but they drove into South by from Chicago,
Illinois area.
to here, and they played Peligrosa House, and they were like super grateful, and they can't stop rapping
Yeah,
about
shout out
Texas
to
too.
Zeus and Quality,
For
man.
sure.
They've been
Yeah.
the homies.
Yeah, Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Chicago.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Chicago. We're
Yeah.
trying to get back out there.
Yeah.
Maybe 2020.
Not in the wintertime, though.
Yeah.
Oh, we did it the first year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember in January?
No.
That was in
Sub-freezing
January?
temperatures.
We did it in January the first time, remember? And we wanted to go see the bean, the whole
That
thing.
silver
The whole
thing.
experience, yeah.
And we drive down there, and I swear to you, we literally just snapped a picture, and when we went to hide into Starbucks, and we
Shelter.
stayed there and just got a hot coffee and stayed right underneath the heat, like until.
We were trying to be tourists, and one of the comedians we took with us, Bling, he doesn't like cold. He's tropical.
Yeah.
Bling the comic. He's very tropical, and so he was just like, man, I'm cool, man. I don't want to do too much more touristy stuff. Like,
Yeah, it was like quick. It was like in and out, and then it was like, piénsale, like, are y'all ready? And it was almost like it's raining type of thing. Like, y'all ready to like haul ass to the car now because it's hot. It's cold. We're about to get into this.
Yeah.
and where the bean is, the what is it, Lake
The
Michigan?
lake, yeah.
Lake Michigan's right there.
On that mile.
I think it was frozen.
Right. It probably
But it was like a giant ice cube, so
Yeah.
it's the Windy City. And that motherfucker was hitting that ice and then hitting me in the neck.
Yeah.
It was so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It was so uncomfortable. I don't know how people live in that.
Honestly, my only fear is like slipping and falling and just.
Yeah.
And that's it. Game over.
Yeah.
So fucking don't get caught up in no blizzard.
Man, when doing
That's
it for
for
the gram goes wrong.
Yeah.
Yo, so this a lot of people may not be familiar with like the tropical bass like genre.
Yeah.
Well, how would you describe that?
I think it has more of a, we sort of experience a lot of the cumbia, maybe norteño, like Tejano stuff here. Super regional, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you start adding more flavor, more bass, like more tropical sounds, like more Caribbean sounds, more global sounds.
Yeah, like world music. Mhm.
Yeah, like
Mix
definitely.
a little electronic on it too.
Yeah,
Some of that
Make it
Brazilian funk.
club
That
friendly,
too.
or Afro pop. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
yeah,
you start,
yeah.
adding like more like flavor to it. So
Well, the cumbia drums come from Africa anyway.
that's right.
So, we all African.
Hey,
Yeah.
ain't no.
I'm reading this. Well, I'm not reading it. It's an audio book. Have you heard of Sapiens? Have you heard of this book?
No.
I just started that motherfucker today, and this shit is pretty scientific. Like, they're breaking down basically like I don't want to get too nerdy on this on my people on Facebook, but they go back scientifically and they talk about how like Neanderthals and shit, and the theory is kind of like there were different little subspecies of like humans, and the theory is how there's like horses and there's donkeys, and then horses and donkeys can make mules, and mules are sterile, and it's like genetic mutation stuff. But they're basically saying that some of us have Neanderthal, like a certain percentage of Neanderthal in us, but they're saying like a certain little off branch of humans went and killed all the Neanderthals, and that's why ain't no Neanderthals. That's one of the theories. So yeah, I'm kind of hooked on this little thing.
I can't do audiobooks. Can y'all?
I mean,
If I'm
I
going on
can't
a
have
road trip,
some-
probably because I do
Yeah.
podcasts when I drive.
See, I love podcasts. I don't mind those, but somebody reading to me, I just can't. I want to touch my book and I want to like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Run your finger
not really necessarily run my finger, but I want to like know, oh, that's where I left off at. Let me put my bookmark there. Let me close the book, you know.
I mean, honestly, like sometimes, like if you're in traffic, I'm in traffic. I just need to get through.
Yeah,
it.
that's
I mean,
true.
it's
Yeah.
just more efficient.
I've not tried it, so maybe I should knock it before.
If you got a good reader, like also started Sebastian Maniscalco's book, the comedian.
Mm-hmm.
So it's him, and he's like he emphasizes certain words, like you know,
Oh, okay.
you know, so
Oh, okay.
so he won't just say like.
So he makes it funny and fun, though. I'm sure because it's in his voice.
and it's written pretty funny,
Mm.
but you know.
Yeah, I mean that goes to like I'm sure there's I used to do this thing where we used to do demos, and so I'd have to audition like people for the voiceovers. Oh man, like getting all the demo reels. You know,
What kind of demos? What do you mean?
like demos for like corporate videos or corporate, you know. Or,
Oh, like actors.
Well, voice
Like
actors.
voice actors.
So yeah, so you'd say I want a Morgan Freeman sounding like, you know, voice, or I'd want
That's
like,
interesting.
an Ellen sounding voice, and you get all these like, you know, demo reels or whatever, and you'd audition them. But yeah, then going in there and coaching them how to like, you know,
I want to be in Coco Part 2.
Oh, that is cool. Is that what you do during the day?
I used to.
Yeah, okay.
I used to work for advertising companies.
Oh, I got
agencies
it.
and stuff,
That
so-
explains your other.
Right,
Right.
my other venture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just started a company called Ruca Sculptura, and it's with my partner Marissa. Marissa Signs. She does event production, marketing. So it was kind of like a win-win situation. I kind of bring in all the communication type stuff, the creative
Sure.
type stuff, and so both of us put together, really trying to like connect the dots between like, let's say Coca-Cola wanting to come in and explore what the Latin culture is like, so that they can kind of, you know, reach out authentically.
Yeah.
Keyword. Not on some bullshit. And Gracie also helped us find the sound people for Chingo de Mayo.
Yeah.
Which we just locked them in over at Aura Sounds.
Yeah. Shout out to Miguel.
Yeah, shout out to Miguel.
Yeah.
You got some current events? Like crazy shit, like current events stuff that we've been, like some topical stuff?
I know, I don't.
Well, I want to go back to the tropical base because I jumped around, started talking about some nerd shit.
Neanderthals.
Yeah. You know, like the Neanderthal, they was like some pimps. It's because the heat from that song got me kind of sweating too.
Yo.
It's hot in this bitch. I don't know if you think it'll be loud if we crank.
Yeah,
It'll
I
be too
will.
loud. All right, pues aguanto.
Yeah, forget.
We were supposed to get one of those. What is it? The silent fans.
I know,
we didn't go
man.
get it. Remember?
I need on my to-do list. On my fucking to-do list. No, tomorrow I go out of town. Shout out Corpus Christi. But tropical bass, man. There's so many, dude. A lot of people don't know about this. Like, I don't even know what to call it, but it's like a whole new genre. And some people might be kind of familiar with it. I remember crunk cumbias
Yeah.
from Dallas.
Yes.
That was, I think, my first. I remember being at Club DMX many moons ago, really all over Dallas. And some of these Dallas producers.
Shout out to DJ Panic.
Yeah, there's like a handful, and I don't even know if these dudes knew what they were onto and how it was spreading outside of Dallas. I really think they were in a bubble and they had no idea.
Do you think it was ahead of its time though?
Not like ahead of its time, but in a way, yes, because like due to technology,
Word.
it was spreading, and they probably didn't know.
That must have been around mid to late 90s, 1990s.
I didn't start going to Dallas till like early 2000s.
Oh no, 2005, 2000.
Around that time, we'd be at Club DMX, and it's like a warehouse club full of people. And when they would go into that mix, like say at the time, Little John or like some tear the club up type shit is going on, a lot of bass, some South stuff, and then all of a sudden you hear like "Y volver, 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 doom, 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 doom." It's like that. What they gonna do? Shit.
Yo.
Yeah.
Do 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 do, and it starts mixing, and I'm just like, oh my god, like fucking like brain exploding, like a fucking
Well, did you grow up on cumbia or like
Yeah.
Tejano or like
cumbia. Tejano, I knew about it, but
See, and that's how I am too. And so people like, you know, from Texas especially, they're like, because I'm not really versed in Tejano.
yeah,
at least
me either.
yet. At least
Me
yet.
either. Yeah.
And so people are a little surprised that I'm from Texas and like not.
I think you either were around it because like for example, I grew up with both because I have older aunts and uncles who would play it at get-togethers, but then I also had younger aunts who, you know, were kind of into the Tejano scene. So that's where I would get that vibe from.
So I was like in I'm dating myself. I was like in middle school or something when Super Tejano 108. Do y'all remember that station? Mm-mm. So we were in middle school and everyone started talking like, they're like, yeah, there's a new radio station, Super Tejano 108. It's all Tejano. And it was kind of like, I guess,
was that
groundbreaking.
after Kakukuka or before Kakukuka?
They were competing, I think, with Kakukuka.
Oh, got
so
it.
that's what the word on the streets in the playground, like, hey man, they said fuck Kakukuka, basically. And
okay.
they said at 3:00 they gonna sock them in their mouth. And it had a buzz because people were saying like, there's not really DJs yet. It's just like, I think it was the same song just on loop or something like that.
Yeah.
So people were kind of like tuning in to see when they were gonna launch. Long story short, that golden era of Tejano blew up with like Emilio Navaira, you know, like Mas and like Selena, of course.
Yeah.
Shout out to Stripes. And 5 shows, Corpitos this weekend. And my sister Pat, who's 10 years older than me, she had Emilio Navaira posters on the wall. They were always at Zaz and them clubs. That's where she met Herman, my brother-in-law. And
Hullabaloo's was also there.
all that shit. So, you know, so I kind of missed the bus on that. But cumbias for sure. Like especially Fito Olivares, he used to live right by our house growing up.
OG.
Yeah, I finally saw him live at a church bazaar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I totally
Is it the one on in Northside? Yeah.
Yeah, right there by Navigation.
Was it packed?
Oh, because the church right there off of Chapman, I think it's Chapman and by my sister's old house.
Over in the north side.
Yeah, that church right there always has Fito. They'll have what is that?
Man, the club
At church, I know.
Club church.
The first time I went, and it was, you know,
You didn't even have to change your shoes.
This church got a budget.
Hey, and they had alcohol there, and I was like, alcohol at church? They're like, yeah, it's for to raise money for the church. I was like, okay, that's a good way to.
Hey, next year.
So what's the address?
Yeah.
We should do a Bombon at a church.
Oh my God, y'all should.
All clean edits, Tortiana edited.
What's that other lady that's from that area too?
Elsa Garcia.
Elsa Garcia goes there.
Elsa Garcia played at my eldest sister's wedding. Okay. So my sister Dalila, she's 13 years older than me, and when she got married, they were like, man, we scraped up enough change, but we got Elsa coming.
Hey.
Wow.
Elsa and Lil Boosie.
And her one hit wonder. Ooh, I don't want to talk about it. That's really mean. That's the only song I think that I know of hers. What other song did she sing?
Well, you know, she represented for the H. I'm sure she had a whole bunch of hits.
Besides that one.
It's a whole bunch of them. Yate V remix, Yate V with Charlie Boy, Yate V Screw the Chop.
The screw version.
Yeah, the EP with like 5 different remixes. Yate
Next week,
V.
Bombon's going to have it in their mixes too.
If you chop it up, Yate V, V,
That's how
V,
ideas
V,
started.
V.
And then, like, you know, make them like come to life.
Yeah.
It goes bachata for a second, then it goes reggaeton.
Oh my God.
Yo.
Tap.
Have you heard La Romana?
No.
Yo. Bad
What is
Bunny.
that? Oh, Bad Bunny?
Yeah.
He got another one?
Yeah, with El Alfa.
Yeah. So basically it goes into
Oh,
like,
Alpha from the Dominican cat?
I love that
there you go.
guy.
Yeah, so it goes in like a.
I like his
a
voice.
bachata trap
Yeah,
kind of
good.
thing. And then it just goes to like straight dembow, like.
That's fast.
Oh,
That
damn.
fast Dominican
It's
stuff.
like a breakdown and stuff, but it's like popping.
I got a couple
So
of
believe it or not, that first time I've heard that Dimbos, or however you pronounce it, was Zumba. Because Zumba is always on like the latest type of genres of music there's out there. So we got it in a music mix that they send you every month.
CD packet, right?
Yeah, the CD.
Yo, while you're saying that, I actually got a couple of tracks from there. Like they don't even release for months out, and then they have it on those CDs.
Yeah.
So, like I would be like, yo, like some of this stuff.
Isn't it crazy? And then I was like, oh.
Hey, you done gave up your whole secret. Like,
Hey,
he's like digging in the crates.
That's one of the secrets.
Where my Zumba 103?
you
Where
gotta
that Zumba spring mix?
You gotta have homegirls with that Zumba. They got
Yeah.
the fire.
Oh,
So this is like that Dominican like
Bachata.
Jumbo. Oh, okay.
That's
wait,
my
bachata.
favorite type of bachata to dance.
Hey,
I've heard this.
Yeah.
Wait, is that's on his album?
that's on his album, yeah.
Me la hookah. Sas. Ooh,
You need to
Chingo de
rap on this
Mayo.
one, babe. You need to do a parody of this
Chingo
one.
de Mayo, May 5th.
We're all like waiting.
Todo
We're
mundo,
like,
todo mundo los invito. They're like, man, Bad Bunny gonna be there. No, we said Sad Bunny.
Yo,
It was a typo. We accidentally put bad. But we met. It'll be Rob with like walk around,
Hilarious.
get your little grill and shit.
I'll do it.
Pásame la hookah. The first Dembow song I got put on to was
Shaba.
no, like the Dominican Dembow, not the original Jamaican Dembow.
Yeah.
Was Dame tu cosita, which was
El Chombo.
which
I
was
love
like
El Chomo though.
Yeah.
years ago. I had to go to New Jersey for some shit, and I connected with these young cats from Passaic, New Jersey, which I went to high school in Jersey, and at the time they didn't know what the fuck a Mexican was. But now there's Passaic, New Jersey, right under New York. It's like 99%. It's like Brownsville, 99% Mexican.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I never thought in my life I'd see that. But I was asking them like, man, so what's popping now? What's the new shit out here on the East Coast? And they're like, man, it's all about Dominican Dembow. And I was like, Dembow, like reggaeton? They're like, no, this is different. It's like sped up. It's a little different.
Super fast, yeah.
And I was like, well, play me an example. And it was Dame tu cosita. And I was like, okay, this is cool. But now, fast forward a few years, we got a baby. And now
all she
Dame tu
listens to.
cosita is
Girl,
on
you don't even want to
fucking
see her.
Wow.
a fucking repeat, bro.
You do not want to
She's like,
see her.
fuck Baby Shark.
You start playing it, and she can be across the
could
other
be in the
side of the
back
house.
room, in the back room,
and
like-
she goes in her walker.
We'll get.
Just
We need to film this shit because motherfuckers don't believe us. We need to have the camera ready. We always get it too late, but we need to have the camera ready. She's in her walker, and then hit it. Dame tu cosita.
Video.
And then she's like this. And then
But you know what I
like
think it did is that video. Was it a frog?
It's a
or what was it?
frog.
Yeah.
It's like a little alien. He's a green alien.
Y'all want to hear even something funnier? So that's Penny's favorite song, right?
Yeah.
And so you play it, and she goes wild. Well, one night, Mickey comes, our older daughter, 10-year-old, she comes in and she's like, Soli? I'm like, yeah. She's like, can you come sleep with me? I'm like, what happened? She's like, I had a nightmare. She goes, I said, well, what happened? She goes, Dame tu cosita was chasing me.
No. She said the monster from Telocico. And we're like, Telocico.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's the monster from Telocico. We're like, what? It's the green thing. And he goes like this. And then we're like, Dame tu cosita. Yes, him. We're like, she was like, he had my backpack in the street. And he was slamming my backpack on the street.
So she hates the song.
So she gets scared.
She gets scared of that. And it was hilarious. She was like,
And her baby sister, it's her favorite song.
Oh, wow.
so at that night I had to sleep with her. I was like, it's just a song. You understand? It's like, I said, it's like a
El
dance song.
Chombo.
Do you know? Like,
It's Dominican Dembow. Yeah, El Chombo. Dominican Dembow.
it was funny because I had no idea it was him because I've only seen the edited version that they put for kids. And then I kept telling him, I was like, man, that voice sounds so familiar. I was like, where do I know that voice from? And then I had to put that. He doesn't even talk. Chacarron.
Oh, man,
That was my jam. And I was like, that voice sounds familiar. It has to be that. And then I played it for Penny and she's like,
You know what's crazy about that? Me.
Yeah.
I was just getting started in the music business. And Neanderthals, no. I was just getting started in the music business. Well, usually we go off tangent like this. I don't think that this motherfucker high and shit. I was just starting. I barely had like a demo. CD with like 5 unfinished raps, like my first 5 raps. And there was this dude in town that he used to work with Pitbull, but anyway, at the time, he was like a radio guy or something. I don't want, give too much information. But anyway, he basically was like, hey, there's this song, Chacarron, and I got the rights to it in the United States. And he basically said we could take his voice off and put you on. And that way we really have control over whatever. Like maybe you could. I was like, okay, so I get to like really rhyme. He's like, no, you just say whatever and it can't make sense. And da-da-da. And I was like, dude, I'm just getting started. Like I want to kind of make sense.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it didn't jive with me. I was like, I don't get it.
I was obsessed with that song. It like gave me the giggles. It made my day. If I heard that early in the morning on the way to work, I was like, that's it. It's going to be a good day today.
Damn, if I'd have known that, I should have done it.
It was like, it was so stupid that it was like.
That's what you sound like at 2 a.m.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It was just like, I loved it.
And he was trying to sell me on it. And I was like, bro, like, I get it. My stuff's different, but I'm not trying to be like a joke. Like, I'm not, I can't just be like,
Yo, but if you really think about it, that's before the mumble rap, though.
Right, you're
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
Yeah.
Before the
Four
movie.
amigos.
Motherfucker
That's true.
broke doors. But going back to Tropical Base, a lot of motherfuckers don't know that there's like different pockets and different scenes. Like they have like I follow this page. They're from Paris, and they got like a little crew out there, and they throw parties and shit. And then shout out to my boy DJ Oro Once.
Oh yeah.
And them, what's the name of their crew out there in
Tormenta Tropical.
Tormenta Tropical? They hired me one time to go out there and rap and shit. That was fun out there in the Bay
Him and
Area.
Theory.
Como?
Theory and Oro Once.
Oh, he goes by Theory?
No, his partner that does that night or did that night.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you got Sazon Libre out there
Word,
as well.
yeah.
Where they at?
San Francisco.
And then my homies from it's the Gecko and
and Uproot Andy.
Yes, Uproot Andy
They
got
used
some
to
jams.
they used to do
in
Guerrero.
New York.
Uh-huh.
And I did a Cinco de Mayo with them one year in New York
I
City.
did too.
Damn, shout out Quebajo one time.
Quebajo was like a huge inspiration for us, and so was Tormenta Tropical when Bombon was getting started.
How long ago? When did y'all get started? When did? How long?
Almost 10 years ago.
Wow. Yeah.
So, Bobby and I were, already established DJs, just, playing around town. And, he had just gotten back from Monterrey, because I think he went to school out there for a little bit. And I knew that he came back with like a gang of like banda or something, you know what I mean? And a lot of the digital cumbia was coming out of like CSEC Records, in Argentina, making its way up. And so usually at the end of the night, I'd sneak in a track or two, and then we kind of started getting competitive. He's like, oh, what do you got? What do you got?
What do you mean,
know
like
what I
sneaking a track? What kind of track would you sneak
A cumbia track. A cumbia or a
traditional?
banda track. No, like the new cumbia, like digital cumbia, cumbia digital, right? And just trying to test it out on the crowd. And
what kind of crowd? Like what night?
your regular crowd. I mean, so like I would play like off on Washington. I'd had a Saturday night there. But people are kind of litty by the time it's like 1:32. Just sneak it in, but just be ready to get out of it just in case it doesn't work.
Bookend it.
Yeah, and then it just kind of started mushrooming. And then one of our homies, Alex, who was he was coming out to a lot of our events, approached me and said, hey, why don't we start, a cumbia night, And so we named it Bombon after Bombon Asesino, one of Oro Once's remixes. Yeah.
It was funny. I didn't know there was a group called Bombon.
Oro Once is a crazy ass white boy.
Yo.
Yes,
Let me
he
tell you
is.
about this dude, Oro fucking Once.
Yes.
I think sometimes I try to tell you these stories and you're just like, whatever, whatever, Chingo.
It's true. I mean, he's probably the only white, besides Uproot Andy, that can speak Spanish so well, better than me. I'm ashamed.
And you would think that they were like straight up Hispanic for sure.
So Uproot Andy used to date the lead singer from Bombay Stadium. So we hung out.
I love Bombon Stadium.
Yeah.
So we hung out in Brooklyn and all that shit. And Gecko, he's a crazy motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Gecko Jones. They had a real cool thing going in Brooklyn. Yeah. And then Oro Once, I almost became like a roommate with them in LA because they had this huge. I'm saying almost. I didn't even.
Yeah.
I was just dropping hints like, well, there's a whole lot of square footage in this bitch. Like in this like artsy warehouse area. When I had lived in LA for a year and I was like looking for a spot. Anyway, Oro Once, one time, he invited me and it was like a little group of us and it was this hardcore paisa cumbia night.
Yeah.
In LA, like some like in the hood, and we went up in there. It was like huge, like picture like.
Was it Boyle Heights?
It might have been in Boyle Heights, but it was like a shitload of paisas, like everybody fresh off the boat, like straight like Salvadorians and shit.
Yeah.
Like nobody spoke English, and I'm walking with this motherfucker, looked like immigration.
With his gold teeth?
Nah,
Did
he
he have his
didn't.
gold
No, he
teeth
didn't have
yet?
his gold teeth then. So this, just picture like he looked like just square, just like a regular white guy
Yes.
walking into this huge packed cumbia place, but he knows more about cumbia than me. Like
Yeah.
he's like a fucking
Yes.
historian and shit, and he swims with sharks and a bunch of weird shit like that. so we get to this big cumbia party in LA somewhere, and he's out there, and of course a lot of the girls are like, who is this fucking white dude that dances cumbia and shit? So they were just kind of like giggling like, who the fuck is this fucking Christopher Columbus ass motherfucker? and I it really tripped me out. I was like, man, like cumbia's really the shit. Like, I mean, I just love it and I feel it,
Yeah.
but I'm like, man, this dude ain't even. Hispanic by a long shot. He probably more Neanderthal than Hispanic. Shout out to you, Oro. Yeah. But we was almost roommates, homie. But yeah, man. And then just seeing all this and going back to the crunk cumbia scene in Dallas, like you said, it was like before its time. A lot of these DJs, like was it Panic that did what's that one? Campanero. I used to use it as my intro for a lot of my rap shows because I knew when I get booked to go play in Kansas or Florida or whatever, I was like, yeah, this is gonna encapsulate what I'm trying to do as Chingo Bling. They're gonna hear some Mexican shit with some fucking rap shit on top. Right. And I think it was Panic that did it. Mm-hmm. But I remember witnessing this movement in Dallas and then going to different places and seeing all these different offshoots and interpretations. And then, of course, Peligrosa in Austin. Like, you see all these hipsters and all these different people from different walks of life getting down to some fucking cumbia.
You know, and I think right after maybe the crunk cumbia sort of started bubbling up in Dallas, we started catching wind with all the tribal coming out of Dallas, too. Like, right around the same time, like, Bombon started to kind of come together. Mumbaton also was something.
Tribal was huge in Dallas.
It was.
Tribal was huge. Mumbaton had a hell of a moment.
Yes.
Do you familiar with Mumbaton?
Yeah. Again, through Zumba. Yeah, again, through Zumba. No joke.
You should have hollered at me.
Because they really encourage every genre of from Bhangra, from, you know, all types of music.
Like world music, right?
Yeah, like world music. So that's what they're about. So it was like, that's the first time I heard it, and I was just like, what? Like, there's some Zumba songs that I like actually have on my playlist. Like, I no longer teach, but that I kept because I was like, these are
pretty fire, right?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm still Zumba life. She's like, I still got my Zumba tattoo.
Maybe we can incorporate Zumba with like web.
Yo, I've been wanting to do something like that, to be honest.
You know, we try to do like I think we try to do like cumbia lessons at some point, like, you know, right before like a Bombon, but for some reason it was just harder to find like cumbia instructors. There's a shitload of like salsa.
Oh, everywhere salsa. You know? It's like there's a
That's
guy.
It's not a bad idea. It's actually
there is a guy that teaches cumbia, Christian, same guy that teaches he teaches salsa.
I took one salsa class.
But you know what's funny though? It's so simple that it's almost like why, I mean, kind of.
And it's like, I don't get why it's so hard though. Does that make sense?
Right.
For some people.
For some people, I don't, because it's.
Do you know the history of it? Do you know why it's so simple?
No, not the dance.
So the reason cumbia music is so simple to dance to is because the slaves that, you know, started these cumbia parties in Colombia, when they were dancing, it was a courtship dance, right?
With the candle.
Yeah, with the candle and the handkerchief. So if a guy gave you a handkerchief, that was like it's Tinder.
Yeah.
You're swiping.
You know, you're swiping.
Swipe
you got
right.
chose, right? But really, like, the dance was so simple because they were still in shackles.
Oh,
I didn't know that part,
bro. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I knew about the whole taking you out.
I saw this video on YouTube.
So the movement was limited, basically.
Yeah, I saw this video. It was a lot of hips.
Yeah,
I saw this video on YouTube where they showed like they went to the part the village in Colombia where you had a lot of like Afro-Colombians who were descendants of slaves
on the West Coast, on the Pacific side.
Yeah, I can't remember. They say the name of it.
Palenque.
Right. And then they showed how, I guess there's a river there, and I think they said about an hour away is where the drum from the cumbia and the origin of it merged with the indigenous side of Colombia, like the indigenous people, and they had I forget the name of the little flute.
The gaita.
Okay, they make it themselves, the little flute thing, and then they make their own little, like, I guess maracas and guidos and stuff. And then the Europeans, like the Spanish, brought like their style of singing, some of the vocal stuff,
the melodies,
and also some of the like accordion and some European instruments. Right. And then it just spread. And then, you know, Chingo de Mayo, Sunday, May 5th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m.
What a great segue, man.
I know, right?
Okay.
Excuse me while I enjoy my Eighth Wonder beverage. But you know what? Major shout out to Eighth Wonder. We're trying to coordinate to get Ryan on the podcast, but they're super popping, super blowing up. I'm all about local. I'm all about Houston. I love the way they represent their facility, like their venue, their home. We're just grateful that they we're
We're
down.
open and-
Yeah, we're
yeah.
down to host it and have us, come through and I it's just to me it's a perfect fit because they're already collaborating with a lot of like H-Town hip hop local people. This is a Bun B collaboration. Brew GK
And
got it at HEB.
Donkey Boy does a lot of their murals, the screw mural,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
has like his own events. and
So
art
Donkey
shows
Boy
there.
connected me with them.
Perfect. Yeah.
So I think it's a good fit and
Shout out to Donkey Boy.
yeah, every tickets are already
This is
selling.
the shout out episode.
This is what we do.
Air horns.
That shit I love.
This is what we do, man. It's the music episode. Talking about Oro Once and stuff like that.
Yo, these stories fire.
Yeah.
And I be telling her stuff like this, but she be like,
There was one time I went to LA and I hit him
Listen,
up.
all the time.
I'll be like, babe, did you hear what I said? Yeah, I heard it. Or are you typing?
and
something?
no, listen.
One of my right
But he's
ear.
also asked me to do something else
Yeah.
that probably, and so I'm probably listening to him and doing the other thing that he's
Alright.
just asked me to do.
That's how you do it. Pay attention, people. I'm sorry. What were y'all saying?
No, I was just saying that there was one time I was in LA and we planned to meet up.
Mm-hmm.
He rolls up in this like bright yellow Scout, like a 1970s. You know the I don't know what you call them. Like they're old. Like they look like Jeeps.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
like super old school, right? Like almost like a Bronco.
Okay.
Like that style, 1970s, right? Bright yellow.
Talking
right?
about Oro Once.
Oro Once, right? Hops out and he's looking fly as fuck, right? And he smiles and like he's got gold teeth everywhere and shit. Man, he could pull it off.
He's
though.
like,
I love people like that. You know that? Like, I absolutely love people that can be. There's this girl that I follow, and she's super funky. She's not even like pretty from the face, but she's so
let me
funky.
see your phone, boo.
She's so funky and cool.
So we don't give him mojo. Let's put up Oro Once. I'm like, I'm thinking, man, you might have to come for the for double taps. You don't get mojo. Go ahead, boo.
So anyway, I love people like that can just like, they honestly are, that's like the way they express themselves and they're super creative. Like I love people like that. They just wear the funkiest
feels
shit.
natural.
Yeah,
Like,
it
it's
feels
just him.
totally right. Yeah, there's just some
So,
people who are just made.
Yeah, this dude is like on some he's on some other shit. Here he is swimming with motherfucking sharks. And then the next day he's probably DJing some cumbia shit. So anyway, shout out DJ.
Versatility.
Yeah, he's like living it up. He's doing some
Yes,
crazy
I think
fucking
he's like going between Costa Rica or Belize, and
Belize,
like
right
here's
LA,
Belize.
Oh, wow.
something like that. Yeah,
it's fucking some
He
James
pretty
Bond
much
shit.
lives there. Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, DJ Oro Once.
He's gonna get all these followers all of a sudden. It's like, what the fuck's going on?
Here he is, like in Africa and shit, hanging out,
Yeah.
just chilling.
Just another day in the office.
Yeah, just I'm scuba diving. I'm in,
Right.
just getting some samples, collecting some snare sounds out here.
He really did set up like a studio, like out.
There he is in DF. He's out there. Anyway,
Yeah.
Chingo de Mayo, May 5th.
May 5th.
But the movement is crazy, and I'm just glad to have found a way to participate in the shit. Besides, putting out a little couple tracks here and there.
For bringing us together. For
Yeah,
Chingo de Mayo.
I mean, I see the vision. I'm just like,
Yeah.
man,
I
this
can't wait. Like, it's gonna be so hype. Like, it's just, that's kind of, once everybody that's on the lineup, it's gonna be just so dope to where it's just like,
So wait a minute. So no one's been announced yet.
you're the
except for
first.
Bombon.
Bombon.
Yeah.
Yup.
exclusivo world premiere.
Yep. So now we'll drop you guys this Friday.
We're gonna announce it like
We're
social
announcing
media.
it social media, but this is for our podcast listeners. They get it first.
Custom
Okay.
flyer. throw
Yeah.
us
So then you guys.
in. So how about
Speaking about exclusives,
No.
air horn.
¿Qué pasó? Now's a good time.
So you want to talk about like the new single that's coming out?
This shit is fire, bro.
All right. So like Gracie said before, our homies from Austin, All Day Ray and Fresco, they collaborated on this new edit, this DJ Last record called Sabrosura. Of course, you heard it. It has a little bit of everything. It has a little reggaeton breakdown. It also has like a little club,
Yeah, like
little
that
hype
too.
edit too. Very different. Also, I'm excited because Ray hasn't really dropped a lot of stuff recently, and it's gonna be like a full-on project. And I'm really looking forward to see what else he has
Shit,
on that
press
project.
play on that motherfucker. World premiere. You can hear this. It's a podcast exclusive. You can hear this at Chingo de Mayo live. A ver, espérate. Technical difficult. You got
He's
you
like,
got to
"I'm
warm
not
it up.
ready."
Rob, you got to warm it up, Rob. You got. There it is.
Ahí va.
I thought you were gonna get up and start dancing. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I've not seen this. Are y'all gonna drop this too at the festival? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
Yeah.
I think
that needs a video, y'all. That needs a video. That needs a video. It almost needs to be like somebody turning it on in the like sitting in traffic, and then it turns on. Everybody gets off and just starts like twerking it on like that's almost what it needs to be like.
I agree.
Right? Because it's one of those songs like if you hear in your car, you're like, "Fuck, I want to get off. Like I want to like jam to this, right? Like I want to just go ahead." That's how it should be. I'm just telling you.
This past Saturday, Rigo dropped it at Wepa. Man, it just...
Yeah. It was the whole vibe, man, for sure. Shout out to All Day Ray. Shout out to Fresco. They killed that remix for sure.
That's dope.
Did it justice.
Yeah.
And they got some, they got a blessing from DJ Laz.
Oh, yeah. So they heard that, I think I played it on Thursday at Boondocks or whatever.
Uh-huh.
They got a video of it, me playing it, and he heard it in mutual friends, and he heard it somehow, and he liked it, gave it the blessing, and then said that he was going to play it in Miami at one of his parties. Yeah.
That's dope.
That's super cool.
Maybe a cameo, maybe if the video comes. That would be so dope.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Is there a video? Where are these? Oh, he left the door, but I was like, why is there mosquitoes?
Yeah.
Is there a video for that song?
I don't know. We'd have to look for it. Maybe.
A hard maybe for sure.
Mosquitoes are getting in.
Hey, baby is screaming her head off.
Why?
Your sister. I don't know. Oh, I did the prayer. Have violence on me. I did the
Lisa
prayer. Yes, Cynthia's there.
Why did she let her leave?
I don't know, but she's screaming. Her little eyes are swollen and everything.
Oh, wow.
So,
she probably doesn't
I wanted to relieve you.
Oh,
even though I know we're wrapping up. She's like, oh my goodness, dude! I was like, "Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name." Like, we're wrapping up, baby. We're wrapping up. It's my sister-in-law. I don't know what she kind of vibes. My sister-in-law, she's talking about that Mercury retrograde.
Mercury is definitely in reggaeton.
What does that mean? It's in what?
It's in reggaeton right now. It's in reggaeton right now.
It's in a low dembow. What? Do you know what that shit is?
Yeah, but I don't have a mic.
Oh.
Here.
Come on.
Is it bullshit?
I'd love to hear your explanation.
Nope, not doing it.
It's a lot.
What is it?
It's a lot to like take in.
Is it for real? You feel something?
Yeah. Some people do.
Which is what? What are the symptoms?
There's no symptoms. It's kind of like just
occurrences and stuff, right?
Yeah, just like the moon affects the tides.
Okay.
The idea is like the moon and like the universe and stuff affects like some things. And so the idea is that during the retrograde time, jump in here when you want to. It's kind of a time to reflect. So everything's kind of slows down a little bit. It's a little backwards. Technology kind of doesn't work, et cetera, et cetera. So can you jump in?
Technology doesn't work.
It may not work
because of Mercury.
That's why Instagram was down that one time.
Yeah, it happened during
right? Bloof, you know what I mean?
Man, you believe that shit, bro? That it affects Instagram?
I believe it. No.
That I
Right. If
do.
you
But that's
believe in
real.
Ojo, but if you believe in Ojo, then you know. Have you ever had Ojo done to you in the whole like?
Yeah, my
night?
mom still to this day. Because she's like, muchas energías, mijo.
What was that hotline number again?
Oh, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. That little sketch.
But I do remember like having like my grandmother do the whole like ritual and stuff.
We're doing it right now.
They even have
This
the
little girl screaming her
baby
head off.
bracelets too, right?
Say what?
They have bracelets for like babies and stuff too, right?
Oh yeah.
I want to do research on like the evil eye and all that because yo, this mic sound good. I want to do research on it because in a lot of like even Middle Eastern countries, like they do the like Lebanon and places like all over the place. They have like the little blue.
Yeah,
Have you
the
seen it?
eye.
The eye.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if it means the same thing or if it's evil eye is ojo, but it's some old
It's an
old
audio
world,
book coming.
old country, old world type shit.
Yeah.
That's deep.
But she's
I believe
screaming her
it.
head off.
I believe it. I mean, if you believe in Ojo, you know, might as well believe in Mercury reggaeton.
We were clowning her sister Cynthia on that Mercury retrograde stuff. I was like, "Come on, dog, you gotta."
Well, good news. I think it's tomorrow. That,
It's
the
in? It
retrograde
ends,
is-
right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe then I'll tell her like, it's over tomorrow. That because you can tell like 80% of it is like in your head. So is there a website where people can? I know y'all have merch as well, right?
Yeah, we do. In fact, I just got some new Gracie Chavez
Nice.
merch, which I have a T-shirt for.
Okay.
For you.
For sure.
So shout out to Catfish at Flying Squid Tattoo who did that illustration.
Oh man,
So super cool. You know.
I'm finna get tatted up.
Yeah, he did mine, and so I
So-
guess I'm due back in May. See
Yeah,
what
you
happens.
hooked? What you
See
finna
what
get?
happens. I don't know. I'm gonna surprise. I don't know.
I'm gonna get an accordion on my neck.
I do.
Super hard.
Fucking cumbia live right here. Zumba. I'm gonna get a Zumba,
Zumba
tattoo.
on the other
Hell yeah.
side, just to like match.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for stopping by, man. Man, I missed the whole exclusive. I had to run in there. How was it? Did anybody was twerking?
We're gonna start a Sabrosura challenge for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Well, these days it's all about the hashtag.
Yeah.
So yeah, she was saying that maybe we should do a video. She's already given us the treatment. She basically said we're sitting in traffic. You're turning it up. We get a little
A
DJ
traffic party?
Laz.
Definitely gave us
Yeah.
a video
Yeah.
idea for sure.
So now you just have to like block off a street or something or wherever this traffic jam's gonna be, and it's
288.
like just hop out, just like guerrilla marketing style, like
Yeah,
just
and
hop out.
We'll have DJ Laz as like a little cameo, and
That'll be dope.
Have y'all connected with him at all? Or?
he just did a mixtape.
Yeah, so I got invited to do a special guest mix for his live from the 305 segment on Pitbull's
Globalization.
there you go on Sirius XM. Yeah, definitely a blessing. Definitely showcase different types of music. Definitely repped a little Houston in there, and
Got to.
definitely the Miami vibes because I love Miami so much as well. So it was definitely a blessing. I haven't met him yet, but soon come for sure.
Yeah. He's pretty cool. Yeah, shout out to Miami. Well, shit, Houston's a shit.
Yeah.
Fourth largest.
You already know.
Fourth largest city. I want to
No,
say
third.
we passed up Chicago.
I'm just saying.
Basically.
we're inching up there to being the third most populous like city in the nation.
Shit, either
How
way.
much you want to bet?
We popping.
I mean,
Yes.
I've been knowing.
Man,
we was
and
a
you know,
shit.
we're just such an international hub.
We're the future of the city, most
Yeah.
diverse.
Definitely. Yeah, I went out to Jersey City to play last summer, and they were trying to tell me they were diverse. I'm like, psh,
No, Jersey
fam.
City. Jersey City.
Jersey
It might
City.
be Jersey City.
Per capita. But like, man, we got it.
What kind of spot did you do in Jersey City?
This place called Porta. It's like a pizza place downstairs, and they've got an awesome rooftop. Had very low expectations of like that event. Man, they turned it up.
That's right by New York, right? It's like right there. It's almost like a suburb of New
across
York.
the little lake there,
Little
not
bridge.
bridge, whatever, you know,
Yep.
I wonder if that's the Hudson or some shit.
something
Sepa.
like that.
El Charquito. Es-
Not sad. Not sad.
El mismo de Brownsville. Corre hasta allá, güey. Man, I'm excited, man. Thank y'all just for being a part of our fucking party, man.
Thanks for
I
having me.
appreciate
Looking
it.
forward to it.
So,
for sure.
world premiere. We just announced it here first. And you can get your tickets now, chingodemayofest.com. Again, shout out to Eighth Wonder. You know, we represent that H-Town, represent that local. And one more time, the website and the Instagram.
Well, I think most folks will go to our Instagram. So that's Instagram.com, Bombon, Texas, BOM, as in mom, BON, as in
Nancy. Bombon.
But for music, we're on iTunes, we're on Spotify, and we're also on SoundCloud. So a lot of our remixes and like, for example, this exclusive, the single that's coming, we're going to release it tomorrow.
Awesome.
So it'll be on SoundCloud for people to like.
We're going to
download
repost it because that mug is fire.
Yes, it
Definitely
is.
got to send that link over for sure.
But yeah, I mean, just a reminder, like that's.
And I
only
want to do the
single.
Sabrosura challenge.
Oh yes.
All right.
Whatever that may be.
So what would so let's envision it now.
Well, I know they did. I saw one where it was like La Chona
So
challenge.
wait.
Where you hop out of the car.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so I guess we can't do
This
that.
one's gonna be safe. This is gonna be a safe
It's gonna be
route.
a safe one. So
Don't hop out of your car.
we hop out of like the corner store or something.
Something like that, yeah. I mean, Sabrosura. Let me think.
Or the raspa, was it raspa?
Refresqueria. Or Sabrosura. Maybe you eating a taco or you eating a torta while you dance.
Now we gotta say that for Tortiana.
That's right, tortiana.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
tortiana challenge. I'm tripping. But yo, we're gonna repost it. I want to do a Sabrosura challenge. Make sure as many people hear this fucking edit, this remix.
Yo, definitely. I think tacos and fucking sabrosura would be dope.
Yeah, maybe like you have the two-handed.
Hey, what about pupusas too?
Ooh.
That too. One pupusa, one taco,
You know what I mean?
and then get low.
Yeah, we definitely got to think about that one for sure.
I think Ackenbag already knows exactly how he wants to do it, but he's just trying to find a way to present it to Gracie.
I already gave that one secret away. I got to keep this one for sure.
He's like resting his lower back. He's getting ready.
I'm already tired thinking about it for sure.
He's like,
for sure.
see how low I can get. He's like, which pupusa spot? We're like,
Which one don't they let me wild out real quick?
first of all, why you ain't bring no pupusas, bro? How you the pupusa poppy? You ain't bring no pupusas.
Because I ate them all.
Damn.
That's the only reason.
Best pupusa spot in Houston.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
You know,
we used to.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we used to have a pupusa buffet, right?
Uh-huh.
But now they're starting to sell just like a regular restaurant. You got to buy it separately now, which kind of broke my heart because that
It's
was
not
like
a buffet
the
no
spot.
more?
Nah, it's not a buffet no more.
They don't have it like.
They do have a couple buffets, but you know what I mean. Like I got high
But where's
expectations.
it? Where's
so-
it at? That is in Mo City or what?
Nah, it's
Where is
over
it?
there, closer to Bel Air and Hillcroft. Maybe before then.
Why haven't you invited us? ¿Me invitas? ¿Me invitas?
Yeah, I'm messed up on that for sure.
Well,
But,
Sunday, cheat day.
Definitely,
Cheat day.
Pupuseria Kelly is one of my favorite ones. That's close to like my neighborhood.
Which is where?
Missouri City.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Ridgemont, Texas. You know what I mean?
Hey, represent.
Yeah, but definitely
Drop that
close by.
zero.
That's-
Drop the zero.
You know what I mean? Bling. Yeah, but that's like my favorite spot. Like
Doom, doom,
they have everything.
doom, doom,
Basically, walk in there to remind me back of like when I went back to El Salvador, all back. So yeah,
When you came back MS-13 like a motherfucker.
You know,
I plead the filth.
one thing I will say, I'm so like glad that like at least with Bombon, there's like so many different nationalities, like part of it. You know what I'm saying? You can say we're all brown for sure.
Yep.
Some shade of brown, but like man,
Like I'm Salvadorian, raised Puerto Rican. Yeah,
What do you mean raised Puerto Rican? What does that mean?
he's full on Boricua. Like
You were raised Boricua?
no, he's.
Oh, you said raised Boricua.
yeah, raised.
I thought you said I was raised.
All day Ray is Puerto Rican.
I thought you said I'm Salvadoran, but I was raised Puerto Rican.
Well, actually, like Mel is Mexican, but she was raised Colombian.
What does that mean?
Like her dad is like Colombian, or stepdad is Colombian and stuff.
Oh, so costumbres and traditions of
right,
food and
stuff
stuff
like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
Here in
so-
Houston?
Here in Houston. Who else? Alex is half Venezuelan and half Swedish.
Yep.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
And then who else? Mexican Blackbird. She's half black, half Mexican. So just like the variety,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
it's
like
like
the
we
United
really,
Nations.
We really represent Houston. I
That
think,
should look
really
like NATO.
well. Yeah, basically.
That should look like the Mueller
Oh
report.
yeah, Buckamore's like from Nicaragua.
Yeah, Buckamore's Nicaraguan for sure.
Damn,
yeah.
son.
Yeah, we got them all.
Yeah, we got them all.
And Bobby Trill, Paisa.
Yeah.
Yo,
Well, he's like part something. He's like alien or something.
Yeah.
Another planet.
he a throat alien though.
Know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You know, a legal alien that could scratch.
Yeah, that's true. He's like this, like fucking scratch, like
Fucking Red Bull competitor battle.
Yo,
Battle anybody. I don't care who.
man. That one year
Man.
when he won that Houston qualifier, that
I don't know if you
man.
were there.
Yeah, I
Man.
think I was there for one of the things.
Yeah.
The Red Bull thing.
So
it was.
So that set he did is still on SoundCloud.
What?
To this day, when I listen to it, I still get those chills, man. Because it's so diverse and it's like
It's him.
from back
It's
back
us.
then it was
Yeah.
like crazy. Like you don't see things.
I gotta
like
look
that,
that
you know?
up.
Gotta see
Yeah.
the link.
Pinche SoundCloud, güey.
Yeah.
Pásame el link, güey. Por bajo de la mesa, güey. Pinche link, güey.
Ahí está.
Well, shit, I'm not gonna keep y'all any longer, man. But Chingo de Mayo, you can expect a crazy motherfucking show from Bombon. Some exclusives, some world premieres.
Word. And expect that lineup for sure.
And the
I'm pretty sure.
sabrosura challenge.
We gotta make the whole crowd. If you come over to dance, make the whole crowd.
Cero carnavalito. We're gonna do the sabrosura challenge.
And just bring it back.
Hey, was it Boombox Taco's gonna be there? You already know.
Oh, it's going
Dude. Hey, everybody get your taco ready.
Man, that was gonna be the next world premiere announcement, but Gracie already done spilled the frijoles. I was like, man, I can't wait to announce Boombox Taco
But
is
you know
gonna be
what? They're
there.
a staple there already anyway.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
And the Eatsy Boys as well.
Word.
So
Done spilled beans.
Yeah.
at Bombon, Texas.
There you go.
We will see you guys there, Cinco de Mayo.
At DJ Gracie Chavez, at DJ Agbad.
Yeah.
There we go.
Size.
Bye-bye.
I'm saying I was raised Mexican, but I was.
Mesh.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.